Are you someone who creates all their documents using the standard Microsoft Office or 365 color palette? Or do you choose colors manually for each document, perhaps even having a list of frequently used color codes written on a post-it note for reference? Please, don't do that anymore. Let's look at how you can easily create custom color themes to use in your documents, how to share these with other users, and even how to extract custom color themes from documents you receive. If you don't yet have a palette in mind for your project, a good place to start is coolers.co, which has a palette generator. What you can do is keep hitting space till you see a color that you like. You can lock that in and keep pressing space as you go through. You have a completed palette. The site then has various options for exporting the palette. What I like about this is it also has the ability to check the color palette for color vision deficiency. If you already have a starting color in mind for your palette, then try mycolor.space, where you can enter that color into the dialog box here and click generate, and you'll get a multitude of palettes to try out. This doesn't have any export options for the palette, so you'd need to write them down or take a screenshot, nor does it have any color vision efficiency checking. So you could take a screenshot of it and drop it into colorblindness.com's color blindness simulator and try it out for color deficiency problems here. I'll put a link to all these websites in the video description. Using Microsoft 365, I've opened a blank workbook in Excel which uses the default color palette. To switch from the default palette to another one included with Excel, go to the Page Layout tab and you'll see the colors drop down. By default it's set to Office, but you can choose anything else from the list. Go back to the Home tab and the color options available are now from the chosen palette. In Word, you'll find the colors drop down on the Design tab. Pick a new palette, and as with Excel, you'll see the color choices are based on the chosen palette. With PowerPoint, the option to change the color palette in your presentation is done from within the Slide Master. So go to View, Slide Master, and you'll see the colors drop down. Change the palette and close the Slide Master, then you'll be able to choose from the new color range. To create a custom palette, choose the Customize option at the bottom of the Colors drop-down menu. The Create New Theme Colors dialog box will appear. There are 12 colours to change in the theme, and there are distinct groupings within these. Leave dark one and light one as black and white respectively. This will ensure that black remains the default text colour within the apps and that the default slide background is still white for PowerPoint. Dark 2 and Light 2 can be used to select dark and light colours for text and background that are a better fit with your choice of palette. The dark and light text and background colours have particular uses in PowerPoint slide masters, so bear this in mind if that's the intended use for your palette. Next we have the accent colours, where you can put in your company or client brand palette or any other custom palette that you've decided to create. Finally, we have the colours for the unclicked and followed hyperlinks. My personal preference is to set these to the same colour. When you start changing colours in this dialog, be aware that you get an extra 2 columns in the colour picker on the right for the hyperlink colours. These don't appear in the standard colour pickers, so you won't normally be able to choose the shades of those 2 colours. When you finish setting up your palette, give it a name in the text box at the bottom of the dialog, then hit save. You'll then see your new palette appear in the custom section of the colours drop down. If you have a lot of custom palettes, they're listed in alphabetical order, which should make the one you're looking for easier to find. One trick to remember is that if you want to get rid of a custom palette, you can right-click on it from this menu and select delete. Now I've chosen my custom palette, I'll go back to the workbook and start entering some content. And you can see that the new palette and related shades appear in the color picker drop-down. Here I've opened up a workbook that I've created with a custom colour palette. I imagine that you'd received this from a friend or colleague and wanted to save the palette to use in your own workbook. You follow the same process as if you were creating your own custom colour theme, but instead of amending the colours, just enter a new name in the dialog box and hit save. You'll then see your new palette appear in the custom section of the colours drop down. Open up a blank workbook. go to the page layout tab on the ribbon, choose your new palette from the colours drop down, and you're good to go. Colour palettes are stored as XML files in one of two locations on your PC. There is one location for colour themes that came with your installation of Office, and another for custom palettes that you've created or saved yourself. If you think your custom theme folder may be different from the standard, or you just want to get the path for it, go to the Themes drop-down in the page layout box and choose Save Current Theme. This brings up a dialog box showing you where the themes are saved. You're looking for the Theme Colors folder. Right-click the path bar at the top and choose Copy Path if needed. Here's one of the standard theme files opened in a text editor, and here it is reformatted so it's slightly more legible. You can see the values for the theme name, for dark and light 1, dark and light 2, the accent colours and the hyperlink colours. If you're comfortable editing these types of files and already have the hex values for your palette colours, you may find it easier to create your colour themes this way in a text editor. You can either send them an existing document with your colour palette in and tell them how to extract the palette themselves, or you could send them the XML file with instructions as to where to put it on their computer. In a corporate environment, you could get your IT department to set up a script to copy these XML files into the user's theme folder each time their PC is booted. This would allow you to update the theme file without having to change it on everyone's PC. I hope you found this video useful and can now start creating custom themes for your company colours, your client branding palettes, or even just for your own personal projects. I'll put a link in the video description to a colour theme XML template which includes comments to help you edit that with a text editor. Thanks for watching.